Welcome to the Auta Hub, the place where legends come alive, where machines are more than metal, and where today we unlock the story of one of the rarest, boldest, and most outrageous creations ever to wear the Maybach badge, the Mercedes-Maybach Exelero. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a car so rare that only one exists on the entire planet. A car so powerful that even supercars from its era couldn't dare to stand beside it. A car so dramatic in design that even today, almost 2 decades later, it still looks like a futuristic beast built for a billionaire villain in a sci-fi movie. This is not just a luxury coupe. This is not just a concept. This is a statement, carved in carbon fiber, forged in V12 thunder, and born with one ruthless purpose: to rewrite what a high-performance luxury machine could be. The Exelero wasn't built for mass production. It wasn't made for showrooms. It was created for a single client, a tire company called Fulda, part of Goodyear, who wanted a one-off hyper-luxury coupe capable of testing high-speed tires at insane levels. They needed a car that could push beyond 350 km/h, hold its composure like a bullet in the wind, and still look like the ultimate expression of Maybach craftsmanship. Mercedes-Benz took that challenge personally. They said, "If you want extreme, we'll build extreme." The result was the Exelero, revealed in 2005 and instantly recognized as one of the most intimidating machines ever created. Long, low, wide, and dark, the car looked like a luxury missile. The front end dominated with a massive chrome Maybach grille that feels like a fortress gate. The headlights were sleek and sharp, sitting deep inside a sculpted face that tells you clearly, "Get out of my way." The hood stretched long like a grand tour from the future, and the body flowed back into a muscular coupe roofline that ended in a powerful, almost brutal tail design. But the magic didn't stop with the looks. Under that endless hood lived a twin-turbocharged 5.9-liter V12 engine, a monster producing around 700 horsepower and over 1,000 Nm of torque. That kind of force was unheard of in luxury coupes of that time. It launched the Exelero from 0 to 100 km/h in about 4.4 seconds, shocking for a car weighing over 2.6 tons. But speed was never the only goal. Stability at insane speeds was the mission, and that's where Exelero excelled. On the track, it hit 351 km/h, proving that Maybach engineering wasn't just about comfort and luxury. It was about raw, relentless performance. In the cabin? This is where Maybach truly separated itself from the rest of the world. Step inside, and it's like entering a luxury lounge designed for a billionaire driver. The materials were all handcrafted: premium leather, dark natural wood, brushed metal, and an interior architecture that blended old-school prestige with futuristic style. The seats were thick and sculpted for high-speed comfort. The cockpit gave the driver a commanding view, as if you're piloting a luxury spacecraft. Every stitch, every line, every surface carried the Maybach philosophy: if perfection exists, it should live here. The Exelero wasn't meant to be beautiful in a traditional sense. It was meant to look powerful, dominant, untouchable. And that's exactly why it became an instant collector legend. Over the years, stories swirled that high-profile celebrities wanted to buy it, including rumors about rap artists, royal families, and billionaire collectors. Whether those stories were true or exaggerated, one thing was certain: the Exelero's value skyrocketed beyond imagination. Experts estimate it is worth over $8 million, possibly more, making it one of the most expensive custom-built coupes in history. But beyond the price tag, beyond the horsepower figures, the Exelero carries something far more valuable: a legacy. It represents a time when automakers were unafraid to dream big, when limits were challenges, not boundaries. The Exelero proved that luxury doesn't have to be soft. It can be aggressive, loud, and dominant. It doesn't have to blend in. It can stand out like a thunderstorm on wheels. It doesn't have to follow trends. It can create them. Even today, when you see the Exelero in pictures or videos, it still steals every bit of attention. That matte black bodywork, those sharp lines, the massive wheels, the long side windows stretching like a limousine, but wrapped in coupe proportions. It all adds up to a vehicle that feels like a luxury tank designed for the elite. A car that whispers wealth but screams power. A machine so distinctive that even people who don't know cars instantly understand. This is something special. Its presence is so commanding that even other luxury cars look small beside it. The stance is wide, the track is low, and the design language is unapologetically bold. The rear of the car has a thick, muscular look, with quad exhausts and a tail that hints at brutal performance. The Exelero isn't afraid to show its size, it owns it. That's why it became an icon. A vehicle that doesn't try to be elegant like a Rolls-Royce, or sporty like a Ferrari, or futuristic like a concept car. It became a category of its own, a high-performance, ultra-luxury land yacht. But the real charm of the Exelero lies in the fact that it was handmade, crafted by experts at Maybach and Stola in Italy. There will never be another exactly like it. No copy, no reproduction, no second edition. One car, one story, one legend. And that rarity adds an emotional weight to its existence. It makes the Exelero not just a car, but a piece of history, a piece of luxury art that defines what happens when automotive engineers are given absolute freedom. For collectors, the Exelero is more than metal. It's a symbol of achievement, a symbol of status, a symbol of power. Owning it means having something no one else in the world can possess. And that kind of exclusivity is priceless. But the Exelero also changed the way people saw Maybach. Before this car, Maybach was known for extreme comfort and chauffeur-driven luxury. After Exelero, the brand proved it could create something wild, bold, and performance-driven, without losing the handcrafted elegance that made Maybach special. It became a bridge between ultra-luxury and high-speed engineering. And this influence didn't fade. Years later, when Maybach models returned under the Mercedes umbrella, you could still see hints of the Exelero's philosophy. Strong lines, bold grills, and a sense of presence that only Maybach could deliver. The Exelero wasn't just a one-off. It was a message to the world. We are not afraid to go beyond imagination. Standing beside the Exelero is an experience of its own. The first thing you notice is the size. It's huge, almost intimidating. But as you start walking around it, the small details impress you even more. The way the windows taper into the rear, the precision of the handcrafted body lines, the sculpted fenders, the massive 23-inch wheels that look like jewelry pieces carved from metal, and the paint, a deep, stealthy black that absorbs light and gives the car an almost supernatural presence. Start the engine and the Exelero comes alive with a deep, thunderous growl. It's not loud like a supercar, but powerful, like a lion clearing its throat. On the road, it moves with authority. It rides like a luxury limousine, but accelerates like a performance coupe. Press the pedal, the turbos spool up, and the V12 responds instantly, reminding you that this car wasn't designed to cruise slowly. It was born to dominate high-speed tracks with precision and control. Driving the Exelero is a mix of adrenaline and prestige. Every moment in the cabin feels like a cinematic scene. The long hood stretching in front of you, the dashboard wrapping around you like a cockpit, the silence inside created by Maybach-level insulation. It all adds up to an experience that very few cars can deliver. You feel not just like a driver, but like the ruler of the road. And that's the essence of this masterpiece. The Exelero was built to push boundaries, to test the limits of engineering, to stand alone in a world where most cars blend together. It wasn't made for everyone. It wasn't meant to be practical. It was meant to be extraordinary. And that's why it became a timeless legend. As we wrap up this journey into the world of the Mercedes-Maybach Exelero, one thing is clear: this is not just an automobile. This is a story of ambition, craftsmanship, and bold imagination. A car built not for roads, but for history. Thanks for watching AutoHub, where machines tell their stories. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more legendary rides coming your way.